Hello, YouTube, and welcome back into our late throes of domination. I was hoping that this was a general. It's not. Although, should be pointed out that Mary actually does help us with a domination victory. It's a very, very odd governor to have, but that extra level of diplomatic visibility translates into military strength, provided that you have more diplomatic visibility with your neighbor than they have with you. But yeah. Stop. Don't stop. Tell me more. No, I'm kidding. So that's actually cool for us. We'll work on some money there. Money there, too. Trade route, not so much. Want to go to Antioch. Let's try to go from there. Perhaps. Tea with ginger, lemon, and bourbon is a fix for anything. I'll have that as soon as I need a nap today. I think adding in the bourbon would be insta nap for this guy at 10:30 in the morning. I'd be like, cool, I guess I'm going back to bed. Right, Ness? Yeah, a little bit. You get to see how the sausage gets made here on the live stream. That is true. Am I taking city-states? No. We did earlier. I took what was it? Preslav? Just because they were like super in my way. And if something's even like a mild annoyance to you in Civ 6, it's totally fine to just completely eliminate them. Foozy, thank you so much for the 2 months. Welcome on back. I appreciate it. Here's a free city. Free city's ours again. Let's try that again. Well, that's -9 as well. Where's where are other governors I can move around? To Nuremberg. -18 is pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. Wasn't their own fault for being in my way? Yeah, I know. That also doesn't mean they didn't deserve it. All right, Bill the Butcher. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Have a good one. So that Diplo visibility thing is also why we run the listening post with our spies. I don't want to pass promotions if at all possible, but I do want to take the city this turn. A feeling Moksha doesn't actually have to be in the cap there. Yep. Am I going to liberate Muscat? No. Nope. We'll take everything. I mean, I don't know. Liberating Muscat could be a thing just from the perspective of getting a lot more gold. But probably not. You lose a city if you build Musket Man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, free cities can be scary depending on your military presence. But once you're past, like, you'll often, if you're doing a war type of a game, you'll often be kind of past that city-state being useful. I think we just take this city and then peace out. What do you guys think? Take this pop 6. Maybe take this pop 8. Maybe take both these pop 8s still. Pretty strong city still. Can Muscat make muskets? I don't know. Surprised I don't have double attacks with the with my tanks, you mean, Blue Wings? It's not like we started with knights, right? Like we started with impies, so we've sort of switched from our anti-cav being our primary unit of choice, which we use to smoosh France with, and then we had to build some tank armies later, which is why they're not double attacking. Siege units don't get double attack; they get extra range. Nice, you bring light in. There's the end of the era. Oh my goodness. This one cruised by. We need to get to 208 for a golden. Holy cow. All right. Great people. Already have computers. Sure. I have one. Oh, I can flip them. This is era score. So now we're into a standard age. My my overreaction to the age ending could have been you know, an overreaction. Probably true. Could get big. I know Big Ben would actually be awesome. Yeah, an archaeologist honestly could get us a bunch of era score, huh? Do we have archaeological museums? I could get one. Because yeah, that would be an excellent source of a bunch of era score right here. Quick to get to. I don't see that option, though. Unless I really want to commit all my money to it. Which could be okay. We are at 4 capitals captured. Would liberating Muscat give era score? I don't think so. Let's find out, shall we? Yeah, I don't think it's worth era score. I don't think so. I could be wrong on that, though. Golden Age means free GDR? Not yet. We're only going into the modern era. So our golden age here is protects our trade routes. Does not give us a GDR until very, very late in the game. This game feels late. I know. They often do. Yeah, I will win the Nobel Peace Prize. Which, you know, that stands to reason. Right? They give the Peace Prize to the biggest warmonger? I think that's how the Nobel Peace Prize works. I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty sure. Hey, Stonemason. How you doing, dude? Lunch break spectator. Awesome. Awesome. Hope you're having a good lunch break. Anything delicious on the menu? Where's my general? Dang it. Here. So this guy, here's a neat little trick. This guy is down to a half movement, and I would like for him to shoot this city, but you cannot. But if I bring down the general, I add in movement, and so I can now shoot the city. So that works. Ham chowder? Say chowder. Say chowder. Awesome. Delish. Take our promotions. Oh, that's true. It is the Nobel Prize in physics. That's fair. I'm learning all about physics. I'm learning what people look like on the inside. That was dark. Sorry about that. So 14 era score, huh? We're going to get some here. I could buy this Admiral, but I don't really want to commit those resources. I bet we'll find it. No, I'm sorry, Rome. Any wonder we can build in 10 turns? I would imagine with Magnus plus chops, we could get a wonder. Okay. Is John Curtin the best victory type, or is his best victory type science? Yeah, so Australia's a bit of a pickle, just because you do have a lot of competition for like something like Earth Goddess with the high appeal tiles. But John Curtin's probably best at culture. Science gets a little bit weird because of the appeal thing. Usually with science, you want to chop down all the trees and build mines and industrial zones and things. And that kind of plays counterintuitive to him. Although he can get a really strong, good science base. I think all of that translates best into a culture win. But science is a reasonable option. You can certainly have fun with him there. I think I am going to get the archaeologist. I have the option here of just grabbing this amphitheater, buying the museum, and then also getting this archaeologist next turn. And then if he just grabs some of these easy antiquity sites, we're pretty happy. That's going to be a bunch of era score. Hey, TBLB. Turn 200 save. Thank you, Thalia. Thank you, thank you. Just keep those guys busy, I suppose. You know what? I do have a couple harbor cities, but I wouldn't mind another, just in case. Throat's actually feeling pretty okay. Yeah, having Sunday off from using my voice definitely helped. I feel pretty normal again. What's up, Foibles? How you doing? Maybe monies. Yeah, the railroad connections. That's true. We could get our era score that way. How long to build an engineer? Yeah, we could get a railroad. Although, am I even at railroad tech? That's part of my other issue with railroad stuffs. I want to say there. Okay, so we can be. Let's do it. All right, Neuro. See ya. See ya. I am modless at the moment. We don't use mods at all. Okay. We have mods for Twitch chat. That is true, yes. Plenty of mods for Twitch chat. Okay. Yeah, maybe take Huey. I think I can take the Huey city. Okay. Probably have to take that one just because it's there. Yeah, the 3 pop city is kind of in the way. Probably just gonna take it over. It'll be easy enough to do. And then I'd really like a bigger army in this region to start taking down Germany faster. And no, we don't want to raise. We'll have even more loyalty issues, and it'll become even more tedious if we decide to start raising cities, I think. And get 2 more oil units. $420 size. It says $421 actually. It's perfect. It's today. Actually, this is a peace deal I'm somewhat interested in, but just not quite yet. I'm glad that she won't be difficult about this. No.
It is arguable whether the...
So first things first. Grabbing that archaeologist. Yeah, no, we have some more oil we can get to. Just relax here a second. Totally new to Civ 6, so much stuff happening. Come by, not to discourage you, but this is the very late end of a game, and it's hard to glean a lot about the relevant parts of Civ since it's a front weighted game. So yes, just I would say enjoy this, but we'll be starting a new game tomorrow with Victoria. That should be an interesting one, and hopefully I can enlighten people or at least help out and teach a little bit better than I am at this stage of the game. Or there's always my YouTube. Tons of full, like you can just watch the first videos over and over. You know what I mean? Like you can consume at your heart's content over there. Or until your heart's content, rather. Make another artillery army here, I think. Are you gonna do science or naval dom with Vicky? Man, I really haven't played the new Vicky. My guess is like it'd be fun to do like coastal science and have it be kind of weird. Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not totally sure what the plan is. Fix our walls, fix our aqueduct, get that zoo and a stupa. Sure. Have any suggestions to win its late game and when you keep getting great riders without works for them? I don't follow the question tip. Are you asking what to do with the riders or when late game is?
Villains.
Can't afford this, but that is what I want the builder charge to be there for. All right, we're starting to position our army for Rome now. You can always sell your great works if you're not going for a tourism victory, but just be mindful of your opponent's agendas. M1A1 with the 25 months. Hey, buddy, thank you so much. Welcome on back with that Prime sub. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very exciting early game. How can you improve late game? I think those like tall mechanics and stuff would really come into play. We've talked about those a lot recently.
As much as I wanted these last months, but I'm always glad to catch you when I can.
And I'm happy you're here. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Welcome back for 18 months. Random. I appreciate you, man. Hopefully life is good for you. What do you do with the writers? Yeah, like I said, you can sell the great works. Be mindful of culture victories, or just get spots for them. There's the merchant that does the bank thing. Yeah, there are a lot of ways to get spots for them. But if you just have too many, then that's fine.
My man.
And they don't really like hurt you. 4 caps down. Gonna declare on Rome here in a second. Does that mean now? That means now. Ooh. Get out teched, nerd. Yeah, settle more cities and things. Absolutely. Yeah, 4 caps down so far. Chicken Man, thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Good to have you here. Let's go explore some of Rome. I hear it's nice. You've heard that all roads lead there. How's the difference in visibility with Rome? We're at open. Well, I'll look at the tooltips when we go make our next attack. You can see that typically we have +3 from intel on opponent's movements from the spy, but in this case we have +6, and that's from that great merchant we got. So we're 2 levels higher. It's 3 combat strength per level. I don't want to liberate. So people, I've had to explain this a few times, and that's fine. But not only will they, and it would actually be interesting to see, because I'd be curious which tiles they actually get. But I have a feeling their borders would be ridiculous. They already have all of these tiles, which would be a city-state with a lot of extra envoys in it. So I don't really want to liberate. I'd be curious to see the thing, but I'm just going to keep it. Kitty's officially all better and being adorable again. That is the best news of the day. You win. You win, Chimera. I'm very happy to hear that. I'm glad Kitty is well. More uranium for the cause. Indeed, indeed. All right, let's go. Oh, we bought him this turn. God, these turns, though. My Kumasi! No! My culture per turn. Ugh. Rome, how could you? How could you? Won your first deity game this weekend. Probably wouldn't have been able to pull that off without the knowledge base. Appreciated acquiring, watching here. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, and congrats. Who was it with, and what kind of game did you win? I'm always curious. Moksha's going here? That's a weird spot for you. AT crows? We could. They are right over here. I'm pretty fixated on the GDRs. I hope to launch a nuke or two this game as well. I guess these don't matter as much without Kumasi here, but...
While I know.
Still need 11 era score for a golden here. Would very much like to get it. Don't want to pass this promotion. This promotion I care less about. I guess I'll take it since... Okay. We all want to see nukes? Okay. Took you 305 turns? Hey, that's all right. When we end with all the leaders, are we going to play the ones we lost with, or are we going to do something else like sub 200 victories? I'm not totally sure what we're going to do with the channel. It's possible we just restart, just keep playing Civ. I don't know. But yeah, we're definitely going to do a salty runback series. So we've lost 4 times, which means that there will be 4 salty runback games. Lame. There. And then yeah, we'll figure it out. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely going to be playing, I'm still hoping to see Project Humankind this year. That's sort of the next big strategy game as such that I'm stoked about. I don't know. I guess it depends what people want to see. I have no idea if people want to see me create content that's not for Civ 6. I'm sure some people do, but I like don't know what that looks like, you know? Nice Legion. Oh, I didn't look at my oh, it's only +3 to Rome. I don't have a spy to him yet, I don't think. I'd watch you play solitaire at this point. That might be the nicest thing that anyone's ever said to me. Thank you. Solitaire's a pretty great strategy game. Yeah, maybe we'll just commit to chess. I hear that's fun. Thanks, Cavacom. Glad you're here, dude. Six turns left to find this. Does Sweden's Civ ability give you enough reason to build more industrial zones? Certainly not. Not for me, Big Nibbles. I don't find engineers to be particularly useful in most situations. This is one of those exceptions, but it's in all likelihood you're already going to have like a factory and stuff, so kind of weird. But in general, like they're too weird. Not a big fan of the engineers. TikTok, thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome. There's aluminium. I mean, Old World, it looks like a cheap knockoff of Civ to me. I maybe that's not fair. Maybe I don't know enough about it yet. I mean, I saw it. It looks pretty cool. I like that it's from the Civ 4 guy or whatever. I'll check it out. I just can't say that I'm like thrilled about it if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? If I go here first, I should have built. Why have I not built aerodromes? I guess because I kind of didn't want to. I should get one though. But yeah, I'll check it out. I don't know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Batman. The Endless series. Yeah, the stuff from Amplitude I'm excited about. Just in general. So I still need 10 more era score here. Do I do this? I'm curious. I want to do this if nothing else for science. Usually you get a bunch of era score. Like there's a big difference between getting the under half and over half. I'm wondering which era score we get with it being at exactly half here. It's the most of it. It says more than half, but it's half or more. Good to know. Good to know. So there's 3 of our era score. Now we just need 7 more. Here's another one. And should be able to snag these other 2 in time. So that puts us at 204. So I just need 4 era score. So how do we get that? Buying a plane works. Get Kumasi back? Yeah. I need double. Where are your walls now, Georgia? Okay. Nice C-star. I can use that general here, or that engineer here. Although it's not really helping my cities, it's helping hers more than mine. So maybe I'll find a better spot. Because I think we already have a factory here. There as well. There as well. Really? So we have them like everywhere? Where else? Here? Just a workshop here. Perfect. Oh, you're building it. Yeah, if we end hungry, end world hungry. Okay, I got it. TVLP. It took me a second, but I got it. Yeah, if we eliminate him, I just don't think we can in time. That would definitely do it. That would give us 5 era score. Rome is going to have a real tough day, huh? I don't know. I don't know much about mods. That's one thing that we could get into a little bit, would be like mod stuff. How can you be hungry when you're next to Turkey and Greece? That's what makes you hungry. I can make peace with Georgia now. Let's do that. Okay. Those are some expensive borders. We could do something like this. And try to sell some of these things. Totally worth it. 10 gold per turn. Nice. My tanks are like, I'm sorry, what, Rome? What's Legion? Is it you or me? You tell me, Rome. You tell me whose lands have... What's his taunt? I don't know. I can't remember now. Alan, if you go into... Oops. Sweet. If you go into options and you go into interface, you can go show yields in HUD ribbon. I also have quick combat and quick movement enabled. You are most welcome, buddy. No problemo. Polar Burr. Nice. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome on into the shop. All right, so then... Got a lot of work to do here in Rome. Been a longtime fan on YouTube. Finally won your first game of Deity. Want to drop off my Prime sub and say thanks for all the tips. Thank you for the value for value, Polar Bear. I appreciate that. And thanks for taking the time to do that. That means a lot to me. Helps keep this whole thing going. And congratulations. Who are you playing as? How'd it go? Always curious about that as well. All right, fine. I'm just going to do it here for full value. So where'd that admiral go? Here it is. Forms an armada out of a military unit. So I can get yeah, I want a battleship, I think. I was thinking about just grabbing the doinky privateer, but we have the resources to purchase a battleship and then turn it into an armada. And then that will not only give us a coal unit, it'll give us a boat and the armada. We might not even need the armada. That should do it. Win science with Korea? Nice. Got lucky with peaceful neighbors early. I always love that. Can you upgrade warriors to muskets? Yes, you sure can. Provided you have the resources and niter and stuff. I'll buy it next turn. I don't see how people don't find this fun. I really like the late game domination stuff. It's really satisfying. I think the tank attack is the most satisfying one in the game. Can you guys beat me on that? What's better than the tank attack? Just kaboom and like just moves in on your tile. You guys like GDRs a little bit better? Nukes, GDRs, nukes. Jet bombers, I do like those. Artillery is also quite satisfying. Oops. More to click. What would you guys think of a like we've talked about doing? Why didn't I go bombers this game? We just unlocked them actually, so it's not like we haven't gone that way. I just haven't done it yet. We stayed on the bottom half of the tech tree for oil units. I've been happy with my tanks and artillery, especially as Shaka because they're cores and armies. Versus like you can't core an army planes. So we deliberately stayed down on the bottom half of the tech tree pretty long time. What was I gonna say? Oh, we've talked a few times about doing like a 10k gold per turn challenge. Would you guys enjoy a 10 like, which is basically the crux of the challenges, get to 10,000 gold per turn, right? Very difficult. Would you guys enjoy a 10k faith per turn? I think that's much more doable. But I could see that also being fun. They don't give me aerodromes, do they? $10k faith sounds like more fun. Both would be fun. Do both as Mansa Musa? Yeah, I mean we can do both. We can do both at some point. I don't know in the same game. I don't know about that. I would not use Mansa for the faith portion, that's for sure. I already know exactly who I'd want for the faith challenge. We're bleeding this Diplo favor anyway, so I don't see a problem in committing to it. I'll never tell. No, wait, I'll totally have to tell at some point.
Sure, jets are fast and economic. NASA spent millions of dollars inventing.
I like that idea, Lady Stormguard. I was thinking, like, if Saturday streams, like, I know that obviously last Saturday was inflated because we were celebrating a really cool milestone. But I'm completely open to switching my schedule around and adding Saturdays in. So Saturdays could be an awesome like challenge type of a day, maybe. No one's gotten it. The answer is so obvious to me. I'm a little surprised no one's figured it out. Challenge Saturdays seem like a thing. People are wondering. I've proposed, Carl. I've proposed the idea of a 10,000 faith per turn challenge, and I know exactly who the right civ for it is personally, but chat has not figured it out yet. Oh, and we're over on this video. Let's go ahead and put a cut in here. We'll come back, try to secure our golden age and finish out this war. Although finishing out the war means destroying the rest of the world. We still have a ways to go. Getting close to GDRs. Getting close to the Manhattan Project. We can work on those simultaneously. Yeah, if you're watching over on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And don't forget to stop by twitch.tv/thegamemechanic. Come say hi to us in person on the internet.